offense expects pass.
It's 2nd down, 6. They can make a first without scoring. Here's the toss back to Springs. Springs heading for the corner. Touchdown.
The first one there to congratulate him was Tony Dorsett. Now that missed extra point looms big.
Like he won.
There's Danny White telling Ron Springs congratulations. They had everything over there to the right. It looked like a pass to the right. Look who leads on that block. It's Tony Dorsett blocking for Ron Springs. He makes the block that really sprung him into the end zone on Bruce Herron.
Waters will hold for Septien. This would put Dallas ahead if it's good. Septien hits it. Dallas. Here's the difference so far.
Right, and you talk about a play that changed the momentum, that put Dallas back in this. It's this play right here. Too Tall Jones, number 72, spiking that ball, blocking the extra point that made the big difference in this game. That always comes back to haunt you, Pat.
Over the years, that's so true. Here's Septien to kick off. Good kick. Moorhead takes it about 6 yards deep in the end zone, and the Bears will operate from their 20.
There's Ron Springs who just scored the touchdown, but watch this play again. Now watch number 33, Tony Dorsett there. We know what he can run and the moves he has, but these are the type of team players that every team has to have. Watch the block that he makes. He stays with him, keeps his head up, stays with, and then cuts him right at the end so that Ron Springs can get in that end zone. That's why Tony Dorsett is the captain of this team this year.
Vince Evans only 5 out of 16 passing today for 40 yards. They'll have to air it out now. Walter Payton is behind him, along with Suey. Here's Evans. He hits Ricky Watts. First down, Bears. Everson Walls made the tackle.
You said he had to air it out. He did air that one out. That one didn't stay in the air very long at all. He can really zip the ball. Look at that, right in there to Ricky Watts.
The Bears haven't beaten the Cowboys since 1971. Cowboys haven't lost at Texas Stadium since 2 years ago, Thanksgiving Day, when they lost to Houston. Watts comes out wide to the right. Marjoram to the other side, and now Marjoram comes in motion. To Payton. Payton chased in the backfield and taken down by Harvey Martin. About a 5 or 6 yard loss.
That's what the Cowboys have been trying to do. That's the way to stop Walter Payton. That's the way to stop any great running back, is penetration. Get in the backfield before he can get turned upfield, and Harvey Martin there just did it.
Neil Armstrong, a little anxious over on the sideline, understandably so. Been a rough year for him.
Coaching tends to make one anxious.
That's why you're glad you're here, huh?
Learn to relax.
Second down. Here's Payton again. Chased by Benny Barnes. Payton cuts back, and Payton is racked by Anthony Dickerson. He picked up about 10. It'll be third down, Chicago.
Anthony Dickerson came all the way across the field, and Payton was just coming out of a move when he hit him.
Third down, 5. Chicago has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Dallas has 2. Landry looks on. Less than 3 minutes left to play. Cowboys with the rush on. Openers Watts. Evans missed him. Steve Wilson, the defender closest to him.
That has to be credited to again, it was Anthony Dickerson who hit him because Watts is open out here. You see, he's running what they call a short corner. He starts to the inside. Good move back to the corner. He has about 3 or 4 steps on Steve Wilson, but Evans had to throw the ball because Anthony Dickerson was right on top of him.
Check what I said a minute ago. The Bears only have 2 timeouts remaining.
And it's 4th down.
Gotta go. 2:52 left on the clock. Evans. Cowboys fake blitz. Penalty markers go down. Cowboys think it's against the Bears, and they are correct.
It's against Ted Albrecht right there, number 64. He moved. Looks like he was asking what the snap count was. You see me put up that one finger. He thought it was on 1. Look, he's still saying, I'm sorry, I thought it was on 1. Because once those offensive linemen get in a 3-point stance and they get set, they can't move. You know, if I were the Bears right now,
offense, 4th down.
I would punt. Because with 2 minutes and 50 seconds, all they need is a field goal. They have plenty of time.
4th down and 11. Evans back deep. Has time. Throws. Penalty marker goes down. Flag is down. Steve Wilson, the defender. But the yellow flag is down. That'll be an automatic 1st down. Let's see what happened.
I'll tell you, it's against the Cowboys, and that Cowboys sideline was really upset, as Steve Wilson is, as we see him continue to sit there. We'll watch the whole play again. Here's Ricky Watts. They start off in his zone. Steve Wilson bumps him. He's okay the first 5 yards. It wasn't on there.
1st down.
Excuse me, it's going to be right here. You see, he has that left hand on him. You see him grab the arm with the left hand? That was the pass interference.
You can see the official going for his handkerchief just as soon as he put that arm on. 1st down, Bears at the Dallas 40. They need a 1st down and perhaps a little more to get within range for the field goal. 2:42 left to play. Peyton, the ball carrier, tripped up after 3 by Ed Too Tall Jones.
That's right. The Bears have to remember now with 2 minutes and 33 seconds that they have plenty of time, that they're working for a field goal. They don't have to do anything silly. All they need is, you say, about 10 more yards to get in that range. And time is not important yet.
They let the clock run. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Perhaps they'll get a play off before the 2-minute warning. Taking their time. They'll let it run down to 2 minutes. Bears have the ball at the Dallas 38. Exactly 2 minutes left to play, and the Cowboys leading by 1 point. 10-9 over the Bears. Pat Summerall with John Madden at Texas Stadium. 2nd and 8 for the Bears. They have 2 minutes left to play. Both teams do, of course. At the 38-yard line. And the Cowboys lead by 1 point.
And the Bears need about 10 more yards to get in position for a field goal.
2nd down. Peyton looking for some running room, doesn't find much. John Dutton wrapped him up at about the 35. From here, if they try to field goal, it would be from 52 yards out.
I still think to feel comfortable that 10 more yards would be a lot more comfortable for him.
Certainly would. Here's Rivetto.
He has his own holder there. You see, that's a new machine.
I have not seen that apparatus before.
Yeah, that's a new one. See, and then he doesn't have to worry about a holder who's in the game. Brian Bashnagel's his holder in the game, so he can practice without his holder.
That looks like something that he might have created himself. Pitches back to Peyton. Peyton struggles for the yardage, can't come up with the 1st down. They're playing for that field goal. Dutton is out there. It'll be from about 50 yards.
So it'll be about 50 yards. We ought to count the men now. You can only have 11 men on the field on a field goal attempt.
Now you tell me.
Where was I in Detroit, huh? Like 1, 2, 3, was going to 10, 11 on offense, 1, 10, 11 on defense. We're okay.
It'll be 49 yards out with Bob Avellini holding. Crowd rising to their feet. 36 seconds left to play. Rivetto hits it. No good. Wide and no good. He had the distance, but not the direction. $65,000 people take a sigh of relief.
Watch the reaction here. Avellini's the holder, and he gets a good snap, good hold. The ball's down, but again, he knows right now that it wasn't good. If it were, he would have been celebrating. He just grabs a face mask and goes off to the sideline.
And believe me, when that happens, that's a long walk back to that sideline. Bears have 2 timeouts remaining. Toronto just covers up. Clock running. Tonight on CBS, Jessica Novak, Knots Landing, and Magnum PI. That's the lineup after football. And it's been quite an interesting afternoon, a rough afternoon.
It's been very rough, and it's been a seesaw up and down battle of control. You know, in the third quarter, Dallas had 8 plays for -1. Now in the fourth quarter, they come back. They had 12 plays for 115 yards. And that's really the difference. Although they missed field goal, there's a difference.
That block extra points. It didn't help matters.
Now, I'm sure in Philadelphia, they're thinking, just we were that close to it, we almost had another one.
Second down, Toronto does the kneel again. And the Bears take another timeout. That's all of them. There is Glenn Toronto, who came in and replacing Danny White and did a fine job. The NFL today, next Sunday. Los Angeles at Pittsburgh, Washington at Buffalo, Green Bay at Minnesota, Tampa Bay at New Orleans, St. Louis at New England. Check your local listings. And then the doubleheader games, the second games, the Giants at Candlestick Park to play the 49ers, and Atlanta at Houston.
That's the one we'll be doing, that Atlanta Houston. Geez, Atlanta looked very good Monday night.
They did.
The old Doomsday, they did their job today, didn't they? That big play by Harvey Martin, the interception by Too Tall. Randy White's in there all the time. John Dutton solid in the middle. What a group.
18 seconds left to play. The kneel again. And the Bears have no more timeouts, and they'll just stroll off. And I'm sure that Tom Landry will take a deep sigh of relief. Neil Armstrong continues with a very frustrating season. Again, the final score. Dallas Cowboys 10, Chicago Bears 9. Again, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's been a very eventful day. Senior producer Charles Milton III. Game produced by Terry O'Neill, who made the trip down to Dallas. Directed so well by Sandy Grossman. And all the rest who spent Thanksgiving in Texas and made it a most enjoyable trip. Thank you. Quite a group, John.
They sure were. They were on top of everything today, you know. And I think that pregame meal that we had last night, that turkey dinner, I think was the thing that they needed, because they were really ready to go today, that group. Great job.
Cigars. It's Dallas 10, Chicago 9. That's the final score. For John Madden, Pat Summerall saying so long from Dallas. Let's go to Brent Musburger.
All right, Pat, thank you so much. Now, there was one other game played on this Thanksgiving Thursday. That was in the Motor City, and here come the Detroit Lions. That legend is still alive and rolling. It was Eric Hipple against Marv Levy, and the Kansas City coaches couldn't even get the headset to work. And Hipple said, let's roll. David Hill, where are you? 7-0. The Lions go ahead. But the Chiefs bounce back. Billy Jackson plows up the middle after the extra point. It was 7-0.